Folks, come in a little closer. I want to let you in on a secret. If you're looking for a place to buy winning lottery tickets, here at Krauser's on Middletown Avenue in North Haven. Right.
Ready? Let's go. I would like to get me play 3.
The owner of Krauser's North Haven says he's got a faithful following from throughout Greater New Haven, and there's a big reason.
These are the signs that we need to post them.
But with all these lottery winners, there's no room, including on the exterior windows, to post them all. Their largest winners, $200K and $100,000. And customers know it.
I'm going to buy the big one right now because I want to win that mega. I want to win the Powerball too. Either one.
The Mega Millions tonight worth an estimated $625 million. For the time being, Powerball sits at $550 million.
I just bought the winning Mega Million and Powerball jackpot winning tickets. So I'll see you guys when I'm at the lottery headquarters cashing them in.
It's about time somebody in Connecticut gets some because you know what? They keep giving it all the way to the other states. We need it here too.
She's right. There's never been a singular Mega Millions winner in Connecticut. And the last time a Powerball jackpot winning ticket was sold here in the state, June 2012, $60 million in Seymour.
If I win, don't follow me.
And whether they sell a winning ticket for $10 million or $500 million, the store owner says they receive the same commission. What is it?
One fixed amount, $100,000.
The last time the combined jackpots between Mega Millions and Powerball had been this high, October of 2018. Good luck, folks. Here in North Haven, I'm Tony Terzi, Fox 61 News.